All right. Well, since it's 7 o'clock, we will go ahead and get started. I am recording so that we can have this uploaded so that students that were not able to make it to our meeting today have the opportunity to replay this later. But I'm super excited to have you all here this evening. My name is Taylor Murphy. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at Methodist University in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And today we're going to be talking about student life. One of the huge aspects of making that college decision is what feels like home, what feels like a great atmosphere that you can thrive in. Of course, academics is really important, but we want to make sure that you're also going to enjoy your college experience. So we have some special guests with us tonight, some of the experts of student life at MU for you today, and then some current students so that you can really get a feel for the experiences that they're having and thriving here at Methodist University. So first and foremost, I wanted to introduce just a few of our panelists this evening, Dr. Doris Munoz and Dr. Clifton Bobbitt. It is so strange to call you both that, both mentors of mine when I was a student here, graduated in 2015. So I am also an alumni as well as an admissions rep, but super excited for you to hear about the opportunities that they can share with you today. And I'll go ahead and turn it over to them, and then we'll go to the students. So Doris, if you'd like to join us.
Excellent. Thank you, Taylor. Good evening, everyone. My name is, again, Dr. Doris Munoz. I have been at Methodist for 18 years. I was a student at Methodist, and I graduated, and I came right back. I never left. I am the Associate Dean of Students and Director of the Student Involvement Center on campus. And what that means is my office oversees fraternity and sorority life, student government, student activities, clubs and organizations. We are responsible for the entertainment that happens on campus, a lot of the casino night, comedians, things like that we do, as well as major concerts. A lot of your traditional programs come out of student involvement, things like Hoopla Frenzy, which is a big fun event. We do a big spring fling, and so forth. So lots of the fun comes out of our world over in student involvement. So tonight, what I'm going to talk to you about is just a couple of things. I'm going to highlight some of the big key areas within student involvement. The first being our student activities program. They are called SAC. And our student activities program is responsible for doing an on-campus program once a week. And what that entitles, sorry, I have a small child in the background. Avery, you're going to have to be quiet. Okay. What the student activity program historically does is on Wednesday nights, they do a major event. Things like bringing in comedians, or they do a big casino night. They show movies. Just about everything that they do is free, and there's always food involved. Everybody loves some free food. So we bring in food trucks, as well as we usually have a lot of different of the events catered. We have free t-shirts. We give out t-shirts probably about 3 or 4 times a semester. You will start and gain a plethora of t-shirts by the time you graduate from Methodist. We love a good t-shirt. So that's our student activities committee. The second group is our student government association. Alex Parker, who you will hear from in a little while, he's currently our Speaker of the House, but our SGA is made up of, we have 6 executive board positions, and then we have a Senate that has 20 senator positions, and then we also have a House of Representatives. So students can be involved in SGA but just by simply running for an election at the start of the year. And what SGA does, SGA serves as the voice of the students. I know it sounds cliche, but they really are. They represent students in all aspects of campus life. From everywhere to, there's a dining committee, there's a public safety committee. The SGA right now is working on getting some additional picnic tables put on campus. Last year, they got us some swings put on campus. So they're just really also looking into different types of policies and things that we can get implemented and changed on campus to better suit student life and represent the students. Another area on campus that falls underneath student involvement is our fraternity and sorority life. Under fraternity and sorority life, we have 10 organizations. We have 6 fraternities and 4 sororities. The fraternities that we have, you can go onto our website under student involvement and the fraternity and sorority life page, and you can see all this, see all the organizations. They will be listed there. But we have Pi Kappa Alpha, Kappa Sigma, Lambda Chi Alpha, We have Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and Alpha Kappa, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Those are all of our fraternities. And then for our sororities, we have Alpha Delta Pi, Alpha Sigma Alpha, Beta Sigma Phi, as well as Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Greek Life is a great opportunity for you to get involved on campus. There's lots of things that you guys can do with Greek Life. They work on different scholarships, they work on student leadership, they get involved in the community. All of these organizations have a national philanthropy that they do work with. Like for the Alpha Delta Pi, their philanthropy is a Ronald McDonald House. So what they'll do is once or twice a semester, they will go to the Ronald McDonald House and volunteer. So just about every organization has their own philanthropy. But there's great leadership opportunities with fraternity and sorority life, and it's a great way to get involved. Another big key area from student involvement is the clubs and organizations. If you go on the student involvement website under clubs and orgs, there's a full list, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on of all the different types of clubs and orgs available on campus. We have just about everything you can imagine, and it comes to different types of clubs. I actually had a student come see me today. He wanted to start a bowling club. So we have something just for everybody. No matter what your major is, you will have an academic club associated with that major. And there are honor societies, there are try to go through the plethora. I have my mind here. The campus service organizations. You could be a tour guide. You could be an orientation leader. You could be a peer mentor. You can run the scoreboard at the football games. There's just about anything that you really want. If you want to do it, there's an opportunity for you to do it. Just about anything that you can want to put your mind to. We have a growing and a big thriving performing and fine arts opportunities. There's lots of, we have a theater department. If you can sing, dance, or play an instrument, Methodist is a great place for you to come because there are lots of opportunities for you to do that. If you can't play, dance, or sing an instrument, you can still try. And that's the fun part about going to college is you get to try new things, and there'll be opportunities for you to do so with those areas. Clubs, orgs. Traditions. Let's talk about traditions a little bit. Fun things that we do a major concert every other year. We've had major artists on campus, like we had Nick Jonas, we had T-Pain with Hunter Hayes, We the Kings. We've had Matt Nathanson, B.O.B., Baby Rexa. We've had some really big names come through, and it's something that we hope once COVID settles, we'll be able to get back into and have a big major concert on campus. But the concert happens, and it's a free concert. It's just for our students when it does happen, and it's something the students always look forward to. Some other traditional programs that we do, we have a Miss Methodist pageant. We have our big Spring Fling. What Spring Fling is usually takes place the last day of class, and it really is just we bring in some big carnival rides and food trucks. Sometimes there might be a camel, sometimes there might be a kangaroo. Who knows what we'll be able to bring out, but we bring out these things for students to come and just kind of relax. We also do a tradition, it's called exam breakfast, and we're really excited because this semester we're going to actually get to do exam breakfast even with COVID. But what it is when students come to the dining hall on the last day of class for a big late night breakfast, and faculty and staff are behind the counter and they are serving you your breakfast. So there's nothing better than getting your pancakes and your waffles from your English professor. So it's a really, really cool event, and it's deeply, deeply rooted in the tradition at Methodist. Something that we've done for many, many years is the exam breakfast. So we're going to actually be able to kick it off here in just a couple of weeks. Let's see here. We have homecoming. We do a big bonfire for homecoming. It's always a lot of fun with some tailgating, and we do your whole homecoming court, lots of different activities during homecoming week. We have Hoopla Frenzy. I briefly mentioned on that. A lot of the big schools kind of do Hoopla Frenzy, but they call it like Late Night with Roy, with like at UNC, or Cameron Crazies, they do it at Duke. But what it is the kickoff to our basketball season, and it's a big pep rally type event with music and of course t-shirts, giveaways, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's Hoopla Frenzy. Let me see. I feel like I'm missing a big tradition. Orientation is always a big fun time. You'll get to experience orientation, hopefully, if you come to Methodist in August. And what orientation is just like 3 days and nonstop, just MU. You get to go to different sessions. And every night there's a big entertainment. Like we'll do a big bingo, and you're thinking, really? Bingo? Are you serious? That's what the old people play. No. That's what monarchs play. We love bingo at Methodist. We can play bingo every day. The students just love it. We give away big TVs. We give away $200 gift cards. Like we just give away everything. Anything we can get our hands on that the students want, we'll go out and get just to get them to come play bingo. But they come and they love bingo. So orientation is always a lot of fun. It's a great way for you to get to know people and really get introduced to the culture at Methodist. During that orientation that I mentioned, there's a big university fair. And during the fair, we have 101 different clubs and orgs and different departments set up. And it's literally like a career fair kind of setting with the big green and gold backgrounds and backdrops and everything. We do it in our gym, but literally you get this little bag when you walk into the door and you go trick-or-treating. You go from booth to booth to booth to booth, and you trick-or-treat your way all the way around the gym and talk to people and get to know all the opportunities that Methodist has for you to offer. And they all give you some free swag. So there's always fun to get some free swag. I'm trying to think if I've missed it all. I think I've hit the big areas there. If you're not living on campus, there's lots of opportunities for you to still get involved in this. So I want to reiterate that. Like a lot of people assume I don't live on campus, so I can't do those things. That is not true. If you're a commuter student, if you are 43 years old, it doesn't matter. Everything that we do within the Student Involvement Center is free and is for you, no matter what your status is. All students end up paying a student activity fee. And with that fee, you get to partake in all these activities that I've talked about, different clubs and organizations, and be involved. So you don't just have to live on campus to get the full college experience. You could really get it just as well, staying at home and saving and doing the commute. It's up to you, whatever works best for you. Taylor, I think that's all that I can shoot off right now.
No, I appreciate your passion and helping me relive some of my best memories in college, the events you mentioned. So I want to turn it over to Cliff, a different aspect of how to get involved on campus, but I think something that a lot of students can really get excited about.
All right, good evening all. My name is Dr. Clifton Bobbitt. I am Associate Dean of Students, Director of Campus Recreation, and Director of Multicultural Affairs. So some of the things that I do is I run the Nemix Fitness Center. It's our fitness center on campus. Like Doris said, your student activity fee pays for that fitness center. You come in with your ID, you swipe, and then you can come into our facility where you can work out. We have a full weight room, exercise room. Normally under non-COVID standards, we have yoga and Zumba and all kinds of exercise programs. We have two full court gyms. Where you can play basketball or volleyball or do some other aspect of fitness with your friends. We also have bikes for checkout. You just come and take a bike out and ride around campus and bring it back before closing. We have intramural sports. Intramural sports are competition for MU students among MU students. We have anything from volleyball, soccer, softball, flag football, basketball. Just any sport you can think of. If we don't have and you want to add it, we can do it. Right now, because of COVID, we're going to do probably cornhole, pickleball, and some other activities like that. So one of the things people really get into intramural sports because you get a chance to win a fancy t-shirt like I'm wearing here. And it's always about the bling, the rings. So people get into the rings. They love winning the rings. We have staff teams. And people love it, and that's a good time. We also have club sports, like if you don't want to play a varsity sport, but you still want to be competitive and compete against people outside the school, that's what club sports are for. We've had students create club basketball teams. We've had men's and women's club basketball. We've had club soccer. We have club flag football. There's almost any club sport you can think of where you go and you compete against other institutions and stuff. So a lot of fun things to do in the fitness center. Besides that, I am the Director of Multicultural Affairs. We have several organizations on campus that deal with different cultures, and we have the Black Student Union. We have Gay, Lesbian, or Whatever, also known as GLOW. We have the African Student Organization. All those organizations, you don't have to be African or Black or gay or lesbian to join any of those organizations. You just go and participate and want to learn about another culture, then that's how you can join those organizations. If you want an organization, we will gladly develop one on campus. You just come see Doris, we can tell you how to get involved. Best thing about Methodist is we won't tell you no. If you want to create something, Doris and I have been around long enough to tell you how you can create a thing and have it thrive on campus. There's tons of organizations that we've seen start over the last few years, the photography club. I also work with the chess club. So there's tons of things to get involved. There's no reason for you to be bored ever at Methodist University, because we have all the resources there for you. And like Doris said, most of the things are free. So free is good, and we like free, we like giving out things. So come see us, and we'll gladly help you out.
Thank you so much. I think one of the best things about Methodist University and all of the different avenues of involvement is that you can design whatever kind of experience you'd like. And that's one of the most beautiful things about a smaller school experience, is that you'll notice as you hear from some of our students that a lot of them are leaders of tons of things. And it's very easy to do that because the pools of students competing for a lot of those opportunities is smaller. So you can do as much as you want or as little as you want, but that's the best way to enjoy your college experience is to buy in with all these different things that really help you enjoy Methodist and all the different parts that make it what it is and so special. So I'd love to invite our students now to talk, because of course that's what you want to hear. Who you want to hear from is what is it like? What are you doing? How are you enjoying it? And so we have 3 students, and if you've ever been for a campus visit before, maybe they've been your tour guide. These are 3 of our university ambassadors that give campus tours to our students that come for visits with their families. And so we have Taylor, Alex, and Virginia. I am going to have Taylor go first. I know she's got a meeting in about 10 minutes, so I want to give her an opportunity to share her experience first, and then we'll move on to Alex and then Virginia. Taylor, I'll give it off to you.
Thank you. I was going to say when I started how funny it is that I'm at one of my events right now that I'm involved in on campus. But I'm a senior this year. I'm majoring in psychosocial aspects of sport and coaching, which is a long, fancy way to say sports psychology. Super unique and new to Methodist, which is not what we're talking about right now, but it's really exciting. I play tennis here. I always tell people that that's the reason that I came to Methodist, but the reason I stayed is because of how awesome the professors are, the amazing education I'm getting, the family that I've built here, but also the opportunity that I found here, which leads us into the whole student life reason that we're here. And so I am the president of the Exercise and Sports Science Club this year. We basically do events around campus to try and get people active, try to give back to our campus. We do an annual run every year. It's only about a mile long. We usually do something fun like Ugly Sweater, or this year we did a Halloween one. So everybody wore their costumes. It was a lot of fun. Like Doris mentioned earlier, free food, shirts for the winners. That's always a big sell point for students here. Also, a few people have mentioned already that this is definitely a place that you can make your experience what you want it to be. I, along with one of my other friends, brought in a women's ministry here. Delight Ministries is in its very first calendar year here, which is the event that I'm at right now. So I do lead that. We are basically an organization of Christian women who get together and are vulnerable in their faith and grow together. I also lead Women's Bible Study, which is really similar, just a little bit of a different community and look. There's tons of religious life opportunity, but like Taylor said, you can be as involved or uninvolved as you wish. I'm also a part of the Sports Psychology Club. We just did a really cool thing where we made encouraging signs and posted them all around campus. So people have really been kind of enjoying just some positivity in the time that we're in right now. I give tours. I have so many hats. Like Taylor said, I normally have more problems finding something that I can take off my plate than finding things to do. So don't ever let that discourage you from looking at Methodist. There's so much to do here. But yeah, there's the biggest things for me were that 100% this place is what you make it. If we don't have something that you are looking for, you are encouraged to bring it. I went to Reverend Taylor, and I think we talked to Doris as well about bringing delight here, and they were 100% behind us. They told us exactly what we needed to do. It was really, really easy, super encouraging, and it's been such a blessing to this campus. So I would just encourage you that if we don't have something that you're looking for, don't let that discourage you from coming. It's 100% available to you, and there's already so much to be involved in.
Great. Alex, why don't you talk about your experience at Methodist?
Okay, so hey everybody, I'm Alex Parker. I am a junior currently at Methodist, and I'm a kinesiology major. Let's see, so I originally came as a football player, and since then have been able to branch out into so many other things that have helped me grow as a person. And I mean, that's my biggest thank you to Methodist so far, and it's something that's definitely going to keep on going through my next year and a half, or hopefully even longer at Methodist. But let's see, my freshman year, I started to get involved with student government. So Doris, whoop, whoop. I got involved as a senator my freshman year. Last year, I was our student body treasurer. And then this year, I'm our Speaker of the House. So this goes to show you that I'm a kinesiology major. So I'm looking into going into physical therapy, and here I am in student government as well. So at Methodist, you can definitely get involved in a bunch of different things, and you can mix and match however you want, which is something that's fantastic about Methodist. I'm also a resident assistant, or an RA. And I'm actually an RA in one of our freshman male dorms this year. So that's always super fun. Trying to keep the guys in line and make sure they're not acting too crazy. But that's a great leadership opportunity that you should definitely try and go for if you come to Methodist. It's a fantastic thing. I am also a ambassador, so I help give tours, and I know that I'm missing something, but like Taylor said, one of the things about Methodist is that it's usually a lot harder to try and take stuff off your plate than find stuff to add on to it, because we've got so much to offer. I know we've got over 100 different clubs and organizations, and your club and organization will get funding from SGA. I know this because of my experience last year. So you'll get to go on a bunch of different cool conferences and have a bunch of different interesting events and things like that, which will, in the long run, they'll just be awesome memories that you'll have, as well as grow you both as an individual and as somebody getting ready for your career. I forgot to mention that in SGA, I am also the head of our food committee. So we are definitely trying to be the voice of our students. And so for either Taylor or Virginia, if you guys have ate at the CAF recently and want to say, hey, CAF's looking awesome, that's thanks to our feedback from students. So one of the great things about SGA is we definitely try and speak out on behalf of all you guys and get good representation of our student body. I think that's enough of my rambling. I can't think of anything else I'm involved in.
All right, go ahead, Virginia.
All right, so hi everyone. My name is Virginia Felton, and I'm a junior at Methodist. I came in with AP all those years ago, it feels like. I'm studying mass communications and marketing. It's a double major. I actually changed my major a couple different times. So when you come to college and you think you know what you want to do and you want to change it, it's completely okay. Methodist is a great place to do that because you'll have people help you in that. I'm also a North Carolina native. I'm from Durham, North Carolina, which is not too far away. So if you know exactly where that is, awesome. So since I came to Methodist in 2018, I knew I wanted to get involved. I have an older brother here. He's been an RA. He's a member of our Greek community, and just I was like, I want to get involved. And I'm involved all over campus. I give tours. I am in the MU Reports Club, which is our Methodist news network that we have here. A bunch of mass comm students and even those who aren't in the major get together. We put together a news show and a bunch of other things. But one of my favorite things that I'm involved in is Greek life. I actually ran home to the Theta Epsilon chapter of Alpha Delta Pi in 2018 when I first came here. And from there, it just has gone like up. I've been able to become a leader in really a lot of different aspects of Greek life. I'm currently serving as the Collegiate Panelists Council, which is also known as CPC, Vice President of Recruitment. And I'm over the two. Basically what I do is I plan formal recruitment for Alpha Delta Pi and Alpha Sigma Alpha. Those are our two NPC organizations we've got here on campus. And I'm also the Greek Council President. On our campus, like Doris said, we've got 10 different organizations. We have 2 Panhellenic sororities, 1 international sorority, 3 interfraternity organizations, and 4 NPHC organizations, which are also known as Divine Nine. And basically what I do with that is I work with all organizations to make sure they're being successful, to help them out in any way, anything like that. It's a really fun way to get to know people on your campus. It's really allowed me to communicate and meet people that I really didn't know before. And that's the best part about getting involved at Methodist, is that you'll meet people that you would have never met before, and they become your lifelong friends, and it's the best experience of your life. And like overall, my time here at Methodist has been defined by getting involved. And it's no matter if you get involved with Resident Hall Association or SGA or Greek life or religious life or all those things at once, getting involved makes your college experience like so much better. It's shaped me into a better student, person, and leader. So I recommend finding something that you're passionate about. If you would have told me like 3 years ago, like you would be Greek Council President, you would be going on mission trips to Haiti, you would be doing this, this, and this, I'd have been like, no. But Methodist gives you those opportunities to have that experience. And a little selfless plug here. If you're interested in learning more about Greek life on campus, I encourage you guys to check out the Instagram page. It's at mu.greeklife, with a little period in the middle. You can find pages for each of our individual chapters on there. And it gives you a community of support. It leads to a lot of opportunities like giving back to your community through community service. It sets you up for academic success and so much more. Each organization is great here on campus. But other than that, I hope that you guys are all excited to come to Methodist, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you around campus sometime, and hopefully in some meeting that I'll probably be in. And I'm really excited for you guys to be considering Methodist University.
One of my favorite things about hearing from all of you is that you all picked different reasons to come to Methodist. There were different things that drew you in, and yet you all have branched out and found other reasons to fall in love with this place. And so that is hopefully encouraging news to all of you that are listening, is that there are great ways to find other things to love about Methodist. And so we have students coming from all different places, and they've all found different things that have connected them all, which is pretty wonderful. I do want to ask them all the students one question before they get off, and that is, if you could give a piece of advice to our students listening today. I know you've given little nuggets of that through the communication that you've already given, but what advice would you give? And I'll let Taylor go first.
To be an advocate for yourself. I think that sometimes, especially when we come in from our, senior year of high school, things are intimidating, it's scary, but some of the biggest lessons that I've learned just in the 3.5 short years that I've been here is that nothing's ever going to change for better or worse unless you do something about it. And we saw a need for a women's ministry on our campus, and we did something about it. With my experience with tennis has been the same way. If you want something done, get after it. Be an advocate for yourself in the classroom. When you know that you need help, go to the tutoring center. Go to your professor's office hours. That will change your life. Just stepping up and knowing what you deserve in all aspects of your college experience, and learning that as quick as you can will help you later in life as well.
All right, Alex, let's hear your advice.
So let's see, probably my biggest thing would just be to be open-minded. Not everything's gonna go how you perfectly plan, and trust me, I've learned that in my 3 years. I came in as thinking I was going to be an athletic training major. Now I'm kinesiology and wanting to go into physical therapy. Back in high school, I hated student government, and now here I absolutely love it. So always be open to new ideas and be willing to try out new things, because that's how you're going to grow at Methodist and anywhere else. And also be confident in everything. You're not cocky necessarily, but be confident and have faith that you're going to do the right thing, and that everything's going to work out all right in the end, and you'll just float on through and have the best time of your life.
All right, Virginia.
My biggest piece of advice is, like, I took when I was thinking about this, I remember something that my dad used to tell me when I was considering different colleges. I applied to a bunch of different places and we toured Methodist, and I was really, really torn. And he was just like, do you want to be at a place where you're not going to be just a person? They're going to actually know you. And that's my biggest advice to you guys, is to consider, like, how do you want to be seen on your college campus, like wherever you decide to go. Do you want to be in a place where your professors are going to see you, they're going to know you by name, they're going to like say hey to you walking through the quad, they're going to, like, if you need help, they're going to be the ones to help you, not some random person that you don't even know. Like, that's my biggest thing, is like, know where you want to be. And if you have this like vision of yourself, find the people that are going to help you do that and go after it. For me, it was finding my Greek life community, and it pushed me forward. For AP, it was, SGA. For Taylor, it was religious life and tennis. Like, find your thing that's going to make your like world absolutely spin. Find those people and just go for it, because you're fully capable of doing that. And Methodist has so many opportunities for you to be able to do that.
All right. So, of course, the silver lining of the pandemic is that we have this new avenue of communicating with you all and showing you a different aspect of our campus. So I did want to highlight, we have 2 other Monarch Mondays coming up this month. One related to athletics, as we do have many students that are interested or become interested in Methodist because of a sport. So we're going to have the Director of Athletics, Dave Evanson, in 2 weeks. And then we will be highlighting some of our health science programs, nursing, kinesiology, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and physician assistant studies, in just a couple of weeks. So another way that you can learn a little bit about our campus. But of course, it would, I need to plug that we are open for visits. So if you haven't been able to come visit us yet, please do so that you can get an experience of what MU can be for you, and maybe meet one of the students that are on here today as one of your tour guides. So would love for you to come for a campus visit. And if you have any questions that you did not get answered today, I did just kind of want to highlight my direct extension and email if you want to screenshot that or write that down as another way to communicate with me moving forward. But I wanted to thank everyone for coming on today. I hope you had a wonderful evening, and thank you, Doris. Thank you, Cliff, and our students. You guys are awesome, and I'm so glad that we were able to share a little bit of student life with our students today. Thank you, everyone.